Greetings in love and kindness, family. I'm Karen Khadijah Davis Foulks, the one and only Conscious Self Healthcare Educator and host of the Conscious Self Healthcare Conversation Radio Show. Every Wednesday from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Community, this is your time to share your wellness stories and how you move from disease care to conscious self-health care. I want to hear your story. We want to hear from you. Join the conversation each Wednesday. Call in and share how you shift out of chronic disease care stress. Right here on InnerlightRadio.com, the healing frequency. This is Dr. K, and I am looking forward to our conversation. So call in and share. Health is consciousness, and healing is a function of consciousness. Come on, family. It's time to rock the world with the new frontier of conscious self-health care, while I share my wellness story with you right here on InnerlightRadio.com, the healing frequency. Taking those deep breaths. Breathe deeply. Sit back and relax. Time to tune into yourself. Taking a self-care break. 1 hour of divine wellness. Deep breathing and dancing. Working that body. Move it. Or take those deeper breaths. Staying in alignment. What's your alignment? Getting high from dancing. Do you like what you see, family? Do you like what you create, family? Even if you're feeling good, thank you for dancing. It's a natural blend. Woo! It's a new month, second day. 10/2/2019. Wellness Wednesday on InnerlightRadio.com, the healing frequency. And I can tell you, it's truly a healing frequency. Those waves that come out over the airways as a part of a good vibration helps penetrate and matches up with your vibration, just puts you in a great mood. You can always do that. Only you can shift your energy to the level that you wanted it to be. But sometimes we want to be in that state. We want to feel our feelings like we talked about last week, but we don't want to let them absorb us in the wrong direction, because feelings is good, and so is some of that tension. It's good. You got to keep everything in balance, ebb and flow. So thank you for flowing with me today on the Conscious Self-Health Care Conversation Radio Show. I'm your host, Karen Khadijah Davis Foulks, the one and only Conscious Self Healthcare Educator, encouraging and supporting you with becoming your own conscious self healthcare educator for yourself. Knowing what your symptoms are saying to you and what you need to do, because nobody knows your body better than you. Even through tests, nobody knows your body better than you, because all tests shift from the moment they were taken and giving you the results. Your body's in another state. All tests, energetic tests, bioenergetic tests, biochemical tests, by the time you get the results, everything has shifted and changed. And they might want to keep you in that state of delusion. But you got to wake yourself out of that. The information will rejuvenate your thoughts to live a stress. And I'm going to tell you something. Stress gets everybody. It comes in so many forms. Even when you feel like you're dealing with things, you're on top of things, and everything is going just tremendously well. But see, stress also impedes sleep. So if you don't get proper sleep and proper rest, your body may go into a state of shifting its chemical balance, making you think that something is tremendously wrong. And you go to that doctor and they look at their test results and they look at their bank account and they see how much money they need, and they will create the right environment for them to get paid and their colleagues to get paid as well, if they can't get paid. Because they get paid all kinds of ways, from referrals, from the drug manufacturers, from referrals from other doctors. And it's a business. And it's all right. That's why we say here that you can become your own wellness doctor and understand your own body chemistry and your human body feel. All you got to do is step up to quantum health and healing, and also learn anatomy and physiology. And you can better understand those test results and what's happening with your body and what you're doing and what you're not doing to help it and get along. So we want to live a disease-free lifestyle. And notice I said disease-free lifestyle, because why, family? Those that listen regularly, you know, we're all going to create cellular malfunctions. We all do create cellular malfunctions, no matter what scale they are, little, small, big, and large. It doesn't matter. We create cellular malfunctions. And over time, they show up as something, as a given name. And we may follow that name, or we may not. Or we may just say what organs, what system is involved in that, and where was my consciousness at? That state of consciousness always determine what is going on in your life. So how can I help you slay your healthcare fears? False education accepted as reality, false evidence appearing so real that make you shift your energy into a state of, I got to do this, I got to do that. And when you put yourself in that fast state like that, you just send all kinds of signals to your body to get it going in a direction that may not be beneficial for you. So all we're saying here is time to just sit back, relax, and tune into yourself. And how do you do that? We're not talking about being in a meditative state. We're talking about setting back, being focused, and making the determination of what's really going on, what's really happening. And the question that we can add to all our other questions that I have shared with you during this time for you to sit back and think about and to create a balance. What instructions am I really giving my subconscious? You're like, how do I know what instructions am I giving my subconscious? I don't know anything about that. Yes, you do. I'm telling you that you do. What are those dominant thoughts that you have buried in your subconscious mind that is not in alignment with where you are today? And what are those dominant thoughts of worry and concern that you have been placing in your subconscious mind over the past week, 2 weeks, month, a year, that you thought that you were not doing that, and you're seeing something different in your life? I'm sharing with you the tools to help you become your own wellness doctor by asking yourself the right questions, by setting back and taking a conscious, awakening, still moment to see what your body is really trying to tell you, what you have been telling your body. taking that deep, 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 deep healing Kundalini breath. So sit back and take that breath right now with me. Where you want to start at? Do you want to start in the middle? Do you want to start at the very feet? Where do you want to start at in your thought process while you're taking these breaths today and tuning into yourself? And relaxing every stage of your body. You know, I just can't help but keep saying it. Every week when I come on this show, no matter how I'm feeling, what I'm doing, I have placed it in my subconscious mind, in my conscious mind, in my superconscious mind, that I'm just going to feel good. I'm going to feel better. Yesterday was a tumultuous day for me, riding around. Sometimes when I'm in a car, things go well. I can endure them. It's a nice journey doing what I have to do. I was out for a long time yesterday. The driver wasn't focused, because if the driver isn't focused, they'll go over all kinds of bumps if the road isn't just totally raggedy. And we try not to go down raggedy roads in Washington, D.C. and the Maryland area. But we know here they're still doing transportation and working on the road, so some things can't be avoided. But when I'm traveling down roads and there's a lot of bumps and craters and things in the road, this nervous system just tells me everything that's going on, and my body really gets into that balloon state. The nerves get to going, things seem tight, not flexible, and I just endured that yesterday for so many hours. By the time I got home, all I could do was bless myself, talk to my consciousness and say, I'm going to lay down. Please allow the nerves to get back into that state where it's tolerable for me. More than tolerable, I really feel fine with what is going on and the vibrations that are shared with me. So I did. I went to sleep early and woke up and still had that vibration going on. And guess what? Here in Washington, D.C. today, that's where I'm located at, in the Washington, D.C. area, nation's capital. It is so hot today. So I said, well, that's a good thing. I'm already in a state of purifying and supporting my body with rejuvenating every cell, every system, things going on from the stroke. Because when you have a stroke, that's the whole body that's in effect. They want to say that it's just the brain, but it's the whole body that's in an inflamed state. Everything is going on. So I have to take these deep, deep breaths today. And so I said, well, since it was so hot in D.C. today, why don't I just turn my home into a sauna? Okay, so it's like 90-something degrees outside, and it's like 92 degrees in here. So I'm allowing my body to self-detoxify while I'm right here. Drinking plenty of water. Don't have to go anywhere, and let the largest eliminating organ in the body do its thing. The skin. Let it just sweat it all out. So that's the state I'm in right now. The body is sweating itself out. I'm going through a state of purification, of allowing the body to do its own natural cleansing. I'm in a building up state. I'm in a state of building my cells up in every area. And I'm depending on the body to do its natural job of detoxification, of releasing things that I don't even know that's there. Just helping my body do what it needs to do without putting myself in a total detoxification state by me actually instigating that. I'm letting my body do it the way it normally have to do it, and turning my home into a sauna. Glad my roommate isn't home, because I don't think they could be able to stand what's going on in here right now. It is so hot in here, and my body is sweating so much all day long. And guess what? Right now, 30 minutes ago, it got into its deepest form of sweating. I'm like, okay, now the sweat is running down. It's dripping off my face. It's really, really doing its job. And, you know, that's what I asked for. So whatever you ask for, family, when you say you want wellness, when you say you want to shift from one state to another state, you got to be prepared for some things that's going to happen that you didn't even think was going to happen. You can't say that now, I can't do that no more because this happened. That ain't work. No, maybe that's a way the body is self-correcting itself, because you know what it's about. Self-love, self-care, self-respect, self-worth with what? Self-assurance, insurance in what you're doing. So I'm pleased, even though it was a bumpy ride yesterday and left my body in a high state of the nerves just going on and on and on and on. And this, what I call the helium balloon state of my body just stays in, and feel like my feet is like 10 inches off the ground because it feel like it's such a balloon underneath of my feet, and my body feel like it's like lopsided. I know that it really isn't. I know that that is just a symptom of the nerves and the fluids in the body and what it's doing. And I chalk it up as that, because when things settle down, I don't feel as lopsided. I don't feel as bloated. I do still feel the nerves going on from the stroke. And even that's what they said. I really think it was something else that caused it because of the way the nerves are going on. And talking to other people that have had strokes, when I define what's going on with me, they don't even feel that. And maybe because they're on medication. Most of them are. Haven't talked to many people that have had a stroke that is not on pharmaceuticals in some form or fashion. Even if they say, well, it's just a little teeny one. They said I must do this. And, I let that be, because we have to make our own choices. But they're telling you every single day on the new commercials, and your doctors are telling you in their own way, that they have no control over the pharmaceuticals. All they can do is just keep offering you another pharmaceutical and another pharmaceutical. And it is known they take over the biochemical processes of the body. And so you can't get that match between your human body feel and what's going on in the biochemical area of the body to try to make your body get into that state that you want it to be in, because you're keeping something all balanced, But if you take a moment and take your time and give yourself the opportunity, your human body feel, when you feed it the right information, using your consciousness, your state of consciousness, your thoughts, and Infoceuticals by Nest Health. I'm telling you, it makes a big, big difference. Those frequencies, those vibrations. And that's why I say we have to really sit down and take our time and learn a little bit about quantum health and healing, the new information, how they're reading the human body and tying it in with field therapy and what is really going on and how you can better assist your body from the higher level down to the lower level, which is the biochemical aspects of the body. But they do have their own effect, in what they do. And that's how humans tend to figure out what's going on with them through that realm instead of getting into the next realm. Doctors know what's going on. It's the individual people that don't know what's going on. And now they're really targeting the Black community, getting them into everything, saying they got everything, your kids are born with everything. Because at one time, we just didn't deal with it. We didn't follow what they said. We listened to the old remedies. We listened to our ancestors. We did a lot of things, and we moved through things. But now, people are not really as focused on their own health care as they should. Something happened, they run to the hospital. I'm going to just jump a little bit. They say it's rare for men to have breast cancer, or what they call it breast cancer, when it's really the whole body that's in a cancerous state. So we had one gentleman that's going around speaking about breast cancer in men and what's going on, and that is genetic and things like that. And I just don't understand why so many Black people are now standing up for Western medicine. All your business executives, your Hollywood stars, if it's them or their family members, and they just talking to, saying the Black community needs this, from them not knowing what's going on mentally with them to them not going on physically with them. Somebody's getting paid, something is going on. They're trying to create something to keep it going on and on. But family, I'm telling you, don't turn your body over to them. Don't turn your kids over to them. Find out what's going. 9 times out of 10, you're missing something in your diet. You're missing something nutritionally. You've done something too much one way and not the other way. And you really have to find your balance. You really have to find what you need. And again, like I tell you, a lot of times you don't need a lot of things when you're first starting off. You need to up your water intake. Because no matter what you think and how much water you think, your body uses a lot of water. And if you think you're drinking 8 glasses of water or 12 glasses of water or a gallon of water a day, that's enough, sometimes it's not. It's used up just like that. And you have to give it more. You got to sleep well. You got to be comfortable when you go to sleep. You got to understand that is vital to the body doing its own healing. It's in that time frame that you are out of the picture and the body is relaxed and the body can do the things that it needs to do in that rest and relaxation state. So it's good that you give yourself that opportunity throughout the day. Try to get to bed as early as you can. Think about how you're eating and how long you're eating. Because if you're keeping your digestive system working, remember that system starts from the mouth all the way down to the tailbone. You just got to give that system a chance to relax. So you got to look at how you're eating. How often you're eating, how long in your day that you are eating, and when are you giving your body the opportunity to rest. This is what we talk about when we talk about making conscious self-health care moves. Mental observation view is essential for your self-success. You've really got to take the time to view your own actions, your own thoughts, and what's going on. And you don't have to keep yourself in one stage of where you've been at. Or they said to you that you had this disease or you had this ailment and you're still holding on to it 20 years later. What you trying to tell me? That you can't adjust and you can't change and your cells can't rejuvenate themselves and they don't come in differently? You got to think about what you're saying and what you're doing and what you're holding on to. And how you're raising your children to understand about health care, their health care. And are you making sure that they get proper rest? Are you making sure that they are eliminating? You got to make sure that you're drinking that water, that you are eliminating, and that you are resting in a relaxing state. Basic. Before you start doing anything else, you got to do that. And then you look at your diet and see how you want to adjust. And if you get stuck and fall in one form of eating habits and saying that I ain't going to eat this and I can't do that, just by having that thought right there, you are putting a stop sign in your body. You got to be open to everything. I am sharing with you some truths. You got to be open to everything. Raw food, cooked food, baked food, fried food. Got to be open, looking at what you're using to prepare your foods with. You can't say one way of eating is going to stop everything. You got to sit back and think about it. You can't say if I build this abundance of nutrition in my body that this right here is going to stop everything. The body needs balance. It needs abundance of minerals, vitamins, and enzymes and protein. And you have got to find out what that balance is for yourself. Because you the only one to know how you truly feel and what's going on. And we'll say that Western medicine diagnosis to help us understand what organs and what systems need to be nourished, need to be sent support, need to be sent loving vibrations, thanking it for showing up and showing you what's going on. So you have the opportunity to sit back and create what? Your own wellness plan. Relearn, rethink, rewrite. Your own wellness plan. Don't get caught up in you used to say something one way and do something and you don't want to say that you adjusted and made the changes. Karen adjusted. Been a nutritionist for I don't know how many umpteen years. Sharing all kinds of information from around the world. Telling people what they can and shouldn't do. And now I tell people you better become smart. You better learn your own body and know what you're putting in that's causing you distress and what you're not putting in that's causing you distress. You know the difference. Test results are not the bottom line. You are your bottom line. Being truthful, honest, and respecting yourself, what you're doing to this body and what it's showing you through its holographic image. Sit back and look at it. Just like we say, sit back and take those deep, 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 deep Kundalini breaths. I had to give myself a breath today. Y'all notice that I'm not coughing as much. My body's still going through what people term of cold, but I let it go through what it needed to go through without giving it any kind of support, except for water, rest, relaxation, less eating, and let the body cleanse itself. That's what a cold is all about. That's what it's telling you. Even the best of people, the way they eat sniffles, their body is saying, yeah, you accumulated some mucus. We need to get it out of the respiratory system. We need to get it out of the chest so it won't back up and build up in other organs. Become your own wellness doctor. Learn the lymphatic system's responsibility, how to keep it activated, and what it's telling you. Because Every disease has an ism in it. It has something to do with too much inflammation somewhere, too much excess fluid, excess sodium, cells are not communicating correctly, respiration is not happening right, and we have to allow the body to do what it does. It is intelligence. That is your IT, your own inner wisdom that you need to allow to be. Stop intervening in what the body wants to do. And like I say, a lot of times, all you got to do is sit back, be still, and take a deep, deep moment. You know, Reverend Ike said, we are going to have to come to the place where we become conscious of what we are doing to ourselves, to our lives, with our mind, with our thoughts, with our inner conversation. Reverend Ike, I'm telling you something. He is telling us how to live today and how to be today and how to trust in our own divine self. What is your inner conversation? What instructions are you really giving in your subconscious mind to your body? You got to really, really think about it. Nothing binds you except your thoughts. Nothing limits you except your fears. Nothing controls you except your beliefs. And people got so many beliefs that they don't even know they have because they never really decided to think about it. You know, on the road to wellness, right way, wrong way, sit back. Ask yourself, what are my beliefs in all areas of life? Get a pen, write it down if you can't do it in mind. See, look at it. Look at what you really think about. It's for you. That's how you examine what's going on, because I'm telling you, nothing heals you except your consciousness. So what state of consciousness are you in? I'm still in the state of consciousness and let my body help it correct itself. And the nervous system is a system that is just mind-boggling to everybody in every form of medicine, functional medicine, Western medicine, holistic medicine, everything. Because I keep trying to say to myself, now that I feel these nerves the way I feel it, it is an inner responsibility. It's your responsibility to get those nerves balanced, to help them do that job, that nervous system, to help us do its job, to understand, balancing out that immune system with your lymphatic system. And healing your own self to the level that you feel comfortable, that you feel wellness, and total peace. So I want you to sit back, take a deep breath. I'm going to come back and share something with you from the Nerve Force book from Professor Bragg. Continuing on the conversation like we shared last week that I shared with you from his book on feelings and tension and what's that all about and how to look at it, because it's very important, because people are under many different feelings and a lot of things are going on. And you can even tell that with Bernie Sanders, one of the people that's running for office of president in the United States. He just got into a state where he was having palpitation in his chest, and he's doing a lot and going through a lot, and he's old and a lot of things coming at him, and I'm pretty sure he knows his diet and what's going on. But when he had that tightness of the muscle in his heart, you know, of course they probably found some things sluggish in his arteries and things like that, and they put those stents in. And we know that them stents are not doing a darn thing for anybody, but they still following that road, even with people that you think have all the money in the world to get the best care they can get. They will go down to that low level, putting stents in, and they ain't doing nothing but cleaning your arteries out. If he had just sat back and rested without the surgery, changed his diet, got a little bit relaxed, he might not be in a state, but he believed that he had something, because that's what they do. That's how they keep you in that state of fluctuation about your own health. So I'm saying you got to be able to make your own decisions and using them, and not thinking that they are the bottom word, because that is a business. It is the biggest business going on. Western medical doctors that believe in surgery, pharmaceuticals, cut, burn, to go on with your body, and then what? Putting in something foreign, saying that we can give you a new this, a new that. Boy, we are definitely becoming bionic people. People are doing things to their body just to prevent things, putting things in, cutting things out. We got to really think about what's going on. How can one thought process have so much power over the human body? I don't get it. Are we really that programmed? You got to think about it. So sit back. Take your deep breaths. When I hear that music, I know we're going to listen to some commercials and some music, and I'm going to come back and continue to share with you. Inc. Could it be that you are experiencing electromagnetic sensitivity? Yes, electromagnetic sensitivity. Could man-made frequencies interfere with cellular activity and melatonin production? We are beings of frequency, light, and information, and you are your own experience. Do not conform any longer to the patterns of man-made mindset of human consciousness. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Schedule your Nest Provision Human Body Field Scan with Dr. K, 202-248-7749. Visit the website forcelllife.com, the number 4, CELLLIFE.com. Have the courage to expand your horizon and reprogram your cellular activities. Call Dr. K for your 15-minute wellness consultation, 202-248-7749. Is it time for a new approach to your health care? Are you ready to leave the dark ages of disease care management and pharmaceuticals? If your answer is yes, get ready to relearn, rethink, and rewrite your personal health care prescription plan with Dr. K. She is a certified lymphologist and Nest healthcare provider, sharing the new science of information as medicine and cellular ecology. Did you know that the field of epigenetics states that you are more than just your genes, and those genes do not control your biology? Yes, that's correct. Schedule a Skype, phone, or office visit with Dr. K and get on board the friendship train to healthcare freedom. 202-248-7749. That's 202-248-7749. Visit us on the web, forcelllife.com. The number 4, the word cell, CELLLIFE.com. Are you at your wit's end because there seems to be no solution to your healthcare problem? Is it okay for me to say to you that you can have peace of mind? Take back control of your health. Are you experiencing anxiety, arthritis, diabetes, cancer, fibromyalgia, high blood pressure, lupus, chronic fatigue syndrome, any fictitious disease? Whatever your symptoms or diagnoses are, there is a conscious solution to transform the cause of your pain, not treat symptoms or mask it. No prescription medication, no over-the-counter drugs, no organs removed are required. Take back control of your health by the renewing of your mind. You can create wellness today. Contact Dr. K, 202-248-7749. Visit us on the web, www.cell, CELLLIFE.com. With ascension I rise. This means war. We're talking about rising. We're talking about rising and self-ascension. The war that you have is a war with yourself. We are talking about rising and ascension with yourself, doing what's best for you, getting all the information that you need to make you be the best that you can be. We need you to sit back, take a moment, be by yourself, do the things that you need to do to nourish yourself, to encourage yourself, to do the things that you're supposed to do. Take that moment of silence with yourself so you can rise in ascension, holding on to that ancestral realm of understanding. Family and community, if you're not into understanding what the messages the ancestors left you about knowing thyself, being true to thyself, it's time for you to get into it. It's time for you to understand it. It's time for you to stand by it. You are the one that you are waiting for in every area of your life, to align yourself with the projection of yourself that's out here in this world. You've got to take control. You know what's right for you when you be honest with yourself, when you be truthful with yourself, when you be loving to yourself. Don't put those blockages in your life for somebody else, giving them more authority over your life than you. You know what you need to be doing, and all you got to do is sit back, learn some anatomy and physiology, step up to quantum health and healing that only puts you in control, only shows you what is best for you, and understanding what? Your states of consciousness. They're going to shift all the time. And are you able to shift yourself right back into that state? Look at Will Smith. For over a decade, he thought he had high blood pressure until he decided to look at things because of what his son had done to his life by totally becoming anti-food and anti-everything. Started getting dark and gray, so they had to intervene with him, which probably made Will Smith look at his life. And then he was on blood pressure medication for over a decade. Then he tried to do a 10-day fast. It didn't make it because of the fluctuating that the body had to go through releasing that pharmaceutical of a high blood pressure. And that was one medication that's been out for so daggone long that people now take 2, 3, 4, and 5 of the same kind of daggone pill and think that something is going to change. I don't get it. Just because they say it's a little bit don't mean that it's overpowering your cell life. Cells don't need drugs to heal, to rejuvenate, to cleanse, to do anything. It is not supportive of the human body. It is not. They tell us in the commercials nowadays, even doctors are being exempt from giving you the darn drugs now. You can't go to your doctor complaining. All they're going to do is give you another drug. Come on, people. It's time to become your own wellness doctors. And you can do it. There are tools that put you in control. I have 2 of the best tools, the energetic side of you and the biochemical human side of you, using Nest Health Wellness tools and using a Max Pulse system that reads everything. They can tell you where you truly are, no matter what you've been, vegan, raw eater, meat eater, whatever. The test of what's going on with your arteries, your stresses in your body, your autonomic nervous system, what it's saying to you. You can see all of these things, even how well you match up to people your age and what they think they know about you, because you're not going to shift and make the changes that you need to make for yourself. I just love the universe. Every time they tell me to look at the time and I see that 444. Whoop! That's a powerful thing. I'm going to tell you, though, sometimes the best things you can do is keep your mouth shut and your eyes open and tune into yourself. The truth always comes out in the end for you to determine what is best for you. So again, I say, take a deep breath. Feel the breath permeate your body. Find out where your tension is in your body and relax yourself. And is your body trying to tell you what thought is tied into and you pushing it to the side? Stop doing that. Stop trying to be in control and listen to what the body is trying to tell you, because you put it in that state to tell you anyway. So sit back and listen to it. So take a deep breath. And I ask you, are you reacting from fact? Are you reacting from fiction, feelings, or emotions? Know thy states of consciousness, and you know thyself. Self-love, self-care, self-respect, self-worth, self-assurance. I tell you, when you put self in front of any word, changes things. Self-discipline. You got to know what you're saying to your body. Why? Why? Because you vibrate. You live in the frequency of love. Even if you don't want to acknowledge it, you are laws of vibrational energy, because that's what we are doing, vibrating a flow and stream of energy. What are you saying? What is it saying to you? What are you doing? It's the power that brings my and your life together. It heals, renews, restores, and empowers me with divine energy and life. And I'm in this hot sauna, and boy, is my body sweating. The sweat is pouring off of me, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful that things are coming up today. I needed this house in a hot state. I know my roommate going to fall out probably when they come in thinking the air going to be on because it's so hot outside. But I tell you, I am love in action. I'm a master of positive self-expression. We are here to be givers and receivers of love. So I say take a moment. Take that deep, deep breath. Did you feel it permeate through your body? Did you feel the deep, deep breath permeate through your body? Are you taking those breaths? Are you listening to what your body says to you? You got to do that, people. How we deplete our reserve of nerve force. If we unduly tax the nerves through poor nutrition, lack of oxygen, lack of regular sleep, stress, strain, tension, pressure, overwork, too much emotional excitement, angry, worry, jealousy, hate, envy, greed, passion, self-pity, guilt, or grief. If we subject the muscular system to excessive strain, if in any way we consume more nerve force than the organs produce, the natural result must be nerve bankruptcy. In other words, complete nerve exhaustion, or if you wish, a case of the nerves. I say that's what Bernie Sanders had. He might have had a little bit of clogged arteries going on in there, but we know that when you shift the diet and change some things and give yourself the basic of what it really needs, your arteries clean up. Less than a month, maybe 3 months, maybe 6 months, but you know you're on your way when you eliminate the things that put that cholesterol inside of your arteries and make things complicated. So there is but one malady more terrible than nerve exhaustion. And this kin is what? Insanity. Trying to keep up with the world, changing your thoughts back and forth, living for what somebody else got to say. It's insanity. Trust yourself. Trust your own vibration. Trust what's going on in your life. Stop trying to fit into everything, being a part of everything, being aligned with everything. You know daggone well you're going against yourself. That you're causing more frustration than your own life. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Stop doing that, family. Come on now. We got to stop doing that. I don't give my power to nobody. People, places, or things or situations. Love not, whatever. I love myself more than anything. My parents taught me to love yourself, to trust yourself, to honor yourself. And sometimes parents can go astray and come up with the wrong stuff. And if I taught you right, you'll know the difference. That's how my mother raised her children. My father had a little say in that too, but I was more around my mother's kind of thinking than his kind of thinking. But I'm trying to tell you something, pal. You got to trust yourself. You have to. You have to. Nerve exhaustions know how much trouble, suffering is involved. Nerve exhaustion can put a dark cloud over your life that can cause untold misery. Untold misery, and you don't want that. You don't want that in your life. Take a deep breath, sit back and relax. What is meant by nerves? Popular expression. Nerves means nerve exhaustion, lack of nerve force. To ask what is nerve force, one might as well ask, what is electricity? Are you an electrical being? What is electricity? It is just as tangible. We do know that it is the vital force of life, a mysterious energy that flows from the nerves, the nervous system, and gives life and energy to every vital organ. That means every cell in your body. Severe. The nerve which leads to many organs, but that organ will cease functioning if we don't sit back and do what we need to do. The wonderful organ we term the nervous system consists of millions of cells, which are reservoirs of nerve force. The amount stored in these reservoirs represents your nerve capital. How much nerve capital do you have? Having a stroke, I got a lot of nerve capital within me. My body has made tremendous strides over the past 2 years almost. People look at me and they forget that I keep telling them that my body is in this balloon state. My nerves are always going on because I seem like I walk well, I talk well, I'm dancing, running, doing things, but I make the choice to do that. I make the choice to not let my body settle down, get stiff, get stuck, can't move. I make a conscious choice to keep moving through it all with a balance of harmony, peace, and self-love, self-care, and self-respect. I honor what is going on, but I know that I am the controlling factor. These nerves are going to settle down like this left side of my body where I don't feel anything. The right side is going to do the same thing to the level that I allow it. Because I'm telling you, in the essence of me, I'm loving the fact that I can feel what's going on. I know what's going on energetically through who I am as a being. I listen and hear your cells. I can look at you and see the vibration of where the imbalances is within you. I was just thinking this week, I wish I could look at myself and really see what's going on. Even when I look in the mirror, I can't see the things I see when I look at somebody else, the fluctuation in energy and what's going on with their patterns. I feel mine. That's why I trust my feelings. I trust where I'm at. I trust what I know. I trust the inner wealth, that invisible soul of my soul. And family, we got to begin to do that. We got to honor ourselves. Yes, we can work with other people. We can go to other practitioners, holistic healers, functional medicine doctors, anybody you want. But you got to trust yourself in what you're doing, because that is the one key that is really affecting you and what's going on. But I'm telling you, stepping up to quantum health and healing, informational medicine, and pharmaceuticals makes a difference. The PMF system that Nest has out with their My Health device make a big difference. I went to sleep. Things wouldn't settle down. I picked up my My Health, put it on a few functions, let that energy, frequency, and vibration get into my body. Things began to settle down over the night. Woke up this morning, things were still in a little bit fluctuation state. And when I heard what the weather was going to be and my roommate wasn't going to be here, I said, I'm turning this home into a sauna, helping my body relax, helping the largest eliminating organ get rid of some of that toxins that I've been building up and that's been coming out of the body. We have to know how to sit back and take care of ourselves, family, and do what we need to do for ourselves, trusting in ourselves, knowing the truth about what's going on. And I'm telling you, like Reverend Ike says, you are the master of your thoughts and mind. You tell your mind what to think. You tell your feelings what to feel, and you tell your body how to react. Okay. So master your mind, master your feelings, and master your thoughts. Whenever you feel that unbalance, or when you sit back this week and you write out and see where you are on both sides of that coin and see what you need to do, you must tell your human holographic image what to do, how to act, and how to think. Remember what I said. Call it insanity or sanity. Whatever. Take care of yourself. Don't let nobody dictate to you. Don't let nobody tell you about yourself. You know yourself better than anyone else, because life is a state of consciousness. And what state are you putting your body in? So sit back and relax and understand that formula. Oxygen pumps your cells. Electricity is what you generate in equal power. How much electricity do you have in your body? How much oxygen? Do you sit back and deep breathe through the week? Actually consciously taking time to ask yourself, am I just normally breathing? How much oxygen am I really putting into my body? It comes through the food, through the water, but mostly through your breath. The power of the breath. And when you're doing that and you're oxygenating your body, you are helping that lymphatic system. So look me up. Karen Khadijah, Khadijah Davis Foulks, Foulks. Connect with me any way you can. With the Nest system, I can work with you around the world. You heard all 3 commercials about that system. Got to create some new and some more commercials. Like I said, when the laptop exploded, I lost a lot of information. I lost a lot of stuff, but I didn't share the fact that y'all knew I was building the Emancipate Yourself from Medical Mental Slavery website. We're in our 9th year of celebration. I was building that website offline because that's what I do. And then I put it online. So all the radio shows was on that computer. I was building that site. I lost that. I lost books. I lost everything. But energy keeps telling me nothing is lost in the universe. Karen, you're going to be all right. You're going to find a way. And like I said, Prince said, I told you to create that program, 4 D's and a P, and it's going to handle everything. You're going to do it fresh. So in closing, I want to say that I haven't had people be able to call in and ask me questions, things like that, because that's not what this show is all about. I want to hear your wellness story. I want you to share your wellness story with people. And since that hasn't occurred like I wanted to, I'm on my way out into the community to look for a spot. I'm going to record some of my shows coming up. I'm going out into the community, find me a location, build up an audience, have them come in, listen to me on the radio while I'm there, and we'll have a talk afterwards. So I'm getting ready to put that in place. Coming back out into the community, I'm running into people again saying, Karen, where you been? What's been going on? Are you still doing the same thing? I'm going to always be sharing conscious self-healthcare because that's how I live my life. Not changing anything. NEST has only gotten better. And then that I have that 1-2 the medical doctors use, that max pulse system, we got it going on. You can look at yourself differently, not as a disease state. Got to have surgery. Got to use drugs. It's time to lift yourself from that vibration. And as a Black community, we network and work together with that hashtag, Black People's Comedic Boycott Ham. Whatever you're doing to support the Black community that will uplift them, help them move into a better a vibration around the world, use that hashtag. And if you're on Facebook, post in that group. Let us know what you know. It may just be a spark. It may just be a blessing for somebody else. And that's why that hashtag was created. Black People's Comedic Boycott Ham. Get into the fact of understanding. One love, one community, living in unity worldwide. It is time for that. It's time for us to function as one unit and support one another. And in doing that, guess what? We'll shift and change the vibration of humanity to the way it's supposed to be, the way it was originally is. And we just let something come in for a momentary upset to make us stronger at what we do. Because there's nothing stronger than you. So family, sit back, honor yourself, love yourself, take care of yourself, respect yourself, know your self-worth with assurance of who you are. And thank you for tuning into the Conscious Self Healthcare Conversation Radio Show with your host, me, Karen Khadijah Davis Foulks, sometime called Khadijah Abdul Malik. It's all one. And so are you. So sit back, take those deep breaths, and ask yourself those necessary questions. Create that balance of what you're doing and what you're not doing. And you be your own wellness doctor. And that's how I work with you. I help you be your own wellness doctor. I turn things around so you can look at what you're saying and what you're doing. And I don't really tell you anything because the reports tell it all to you. It's how you want to line up to it for your truth. And you have that power within yourself to do that. So stop turning your medical care over to someone else and truly emancipate from medical mental slavery. And we celebrate that every April 30th, coming up on our 10th year. And April is Conscious Self-Health Care and Lymphatic Cellular Wellness Month, because it's that lymphatic system that helps the body purify itself. It's a powerful system that we must be in line with and know that our breath helps support that system. So take those deep, 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 deep breaths and let it permeate through your body and step up out of the dark ages of disease care. Shift out of chronic disease care stress and trust yourself, family. Have a good week. Wow, family, that was a great show. I want to thank you so very much for tuning in to the Conscious Self Healthcare Conversation Radio Show right here on Interlight Radio. It was a pleasure having you tuning in. Now, you must tell a friend to tune in. And if you haven't called in and shared your wellness story, don't you think it's time that you help somebody with your wellness story? Call in, share your story, join the conversation. I'm Karen Khadijah Davis Foulks, and I invite you to visit my website, consciousselfcare.com. Or you can just go to the number 4, the word CELLLIFE.com. Leave me some information. I would love to talk with you. And once again, I look forward to you joining us next Wednesday right here on the Conscious Self Healthcare Radio Show. It's a conversation where we uplift each other, where we share our wellness stories so we can help someone move from disease care to conscious self-health care. Thank you for tuning in. I look forward to hearing from you next Wednesday.
One another, all of my sisters and brothers. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's help one another. All of my sisters and my brother, let's help one another. All of my sisters and my brother, we can't make it in this world alone. We can't make it on our own. We need love and unity that will make a better community.